Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I am back at you again with another video. All right, I need each and every vessel to watch this video to the very end. All right, let's get into it. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs. They hate people who focus on themselves because that's valuable time and energy they feel they have a right to. All right. They feel they have a right to your time and your energy. All right. They are very possessive. They feel that everyone should be focusing on them. Screw what you're doing. You have something that you're good at. Forget that. Focus on me. You are trying to make yourself better. Forget all that. I'm here. Put all that attention on me. And if you don't do it, I'm going to find a way to make you do it. All right? I see you over there focused on something. I don't know nothing about that. So what I got to do is I got to try to take that attention away from you and put it on to me. It doesn't make sense to me what you're over there doing. I think you're ignoring me. I think you're ignoring me on purpose. They don't understand people with a purpose, so they feel that you're ignoring them on purpose. All right, they don't understand what it means for a person to have a purpose, so they feel that you are ignoring them on purpose. What sense that makes, I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna do my best, but it just doesn't make sense for somebody to try to distract someone just for the mere fact of you looking at them. But they need that type of vain attention, and that's how you know it's vanity, because they're not even doing anything. It's for nothing. They just want you to look at them just to look at them. Stop what you're doing. Pay attention to me because I demand and require attention. And I mean that's a doozy. All right, that is a very odd way to move about your life. But there are folks out here who they want attention from people like that. And the more you focus on yourself, the more they feel they're being ignored. All right. They feel you're ignoring them. They feel you're not looking at them purposefully. And because of that, they start to think that they don't exist. So they feel that you might try to, they feel that you're trying to act like you don't see them. And it's not that you don't see them. You obviously see them, but you're trying to get things done. You're focused on your purpose. You're focused on whatever you're doing. You might even be taking a break from your purpose. All right. Maybe you like me, purposeful 24/7. I don't know. But they don't want you to focus on what it is you're trying to do, and they want to distract you because they want to have that power over a person. They want to know that I have power over you to stop you or distract you or to make you look at me or to pay attention to me. They need that. And that's what they require. All right. These like people with this condition require unlimited attention from everybody. Everybody has to focus on them. Even the person over there in the corner, minding their business, trying to get something done. Screw what you got to get done. You gonna look at me because that's what I need you to do, and I'm not gonna stop until I make you do that. I'm going to do something to make you acknowledge my presence because I'm gonna make you know that I exist, which is really foolish. Because if you need somebody else for recognition to know that you exist, that doesn't make any sense. It does make sense, but logically it doesn't make sense. And it makes sense, but it just is one of those things that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like you understand it because you understand the condition and you understand that the disorder of it. But when it comes down to getting things done, and when it comes down to like your personal growth and development, it just doesn't make sense. Like, how's that going to make you grow? Somebody saw me. Somebody looked at me. Somebody paid attention to me. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't need anybody to pay attention to me like that. I don't need anybody to look at me like that. If I'm out, I'm out. I'm just, doing me. Who needs somebody to see them just because they're out? That's not trying to get attention from someone. So if like people will go out just for the main reason of they're either trying to get attention from someone, or that's what they do when they're around people. And when they get around people, they center stage, star of the show, main attraction. That's what they got going on. And if you're not treating them that way, that's where the attitude comes from, because they need that type of attention. They demand it from everybody around them. And when you don't give them what they demand, that's when they're going to come at you with these weird ways of trying to get your attention and trying to get you to focus on them. It's odd. It's weird. No one, like, I personally don't like it. I'm pretty sure you guys watching this video don't appreciate it either. It's strange behavior to me, because I can focus on myself and I could not care who's around me at all. It doesn't matter. If there's people around, cool. If I'm by myself, I could care less. I'm not worried about, I care about people, I don't want nothing to happen to nobody, but it's like I'm not concerned about other people around me if I'm trying to do something, or if I'm like working on something, or even if I'm just chilling and I'm just doing me. I'm not worried about anybody else, and you're allowed to do that. You are allowed to not worry about anybody else. But the thing is, when you focus on yourself for whatever reason, a lot of other people will focus on you too. And I know it has something to do with being chosen and your energy being different than other people, and people seeing you as someone important and wanting to get attention from you. But it's just weird because they'll gaslight you into making you think you're nobody. But when you focus on yourself because of how they treat you, and it's like, okay, I'm nobody, so I'll just stay over here in the corner, mind my business, and do me. And then when you take the role of the nobody, it's like they're constantly letting you know you're somebody, because they're constantly needing your attention. But when you do focus on them or pay attention to other people or whatever, they act like you're not even there. So it's weird and it's annoying, but it is what it is. But they require like uncertain amounts of attention, and unnecessary amounts of attention. It's uncertain, all right, but they require unnecessary amounts of attention. It's something that they thrive off of. It's something that they live off of. If you're out there focused and doing you, they're going to do their best to get in the way of that. So it's like you have to not get distracted by it, obviously. But what I've noticed is the more that I work on not getting distracted, it's like you will have to get up and remove yourself from out of the area of where they're at, because they're going to do their absolute best to distract you. They're going to make sure that you end up distracted. They're going to make sure that you see them, and they know it. All right, they're going to. Yeah, he saw me. I'm acknowledged. I'm here. I'm out. The all eyes on me. And it's like, for what? For what? Just for the sake of them getting attention. Just for the sake of that's what they need to feel good about themselves. And that's a sad way to live. It's so many things I could do to feel good about myself. I could better myself. I could educate myself. I could motivate myself. I could go work out. I could eat something healthy. I could take a walk. I could pray. I could talk to God. I could listen to something motivational. It's so many things you could do with yourself, but that's the thing. They don't know what to do with their minds. They don't know what to do. When you don't have a purpose, you're lost. When you don't have any direction in life, you're lost. Your mind belongs to the devil. When you have an idle mind, it's the devil's workshop. Ain't nothing going on up there as far as someone with direction and what they should do. All right, when like if they don't have anything to talk about, like what they saw or anything, or like what's on a phone or what's on a television or something, it's like it's not much left for them to try to. It's not much left for them to do. So it's like when they get bored and they just start looking around and they just find somebody that, oh, okay, this person's over there focused on themselves. And it's like, I guess because they need something to do. And I understand it's wicked and all that stuff. And they do evil for sport and all that. But just looking at it from my own point of view, It's just weird. It's odd. It's irregular. All right. It's awkward. I just don't appreciate it. You know, that's just my outtake on it. I just don't appreciate it. And to me, like because I'm focused, man. Like I don't understand how you would not want to be focused and not want to get ahead. Like time to me is precious. Like I like doing things with my time because eventually, sooner or later, it's going to get me somewhere in life. And when you compile enough information and you have enough information for you to figure out what to do with it, you can make things happen. That's what information is for. Information is for you to make things happen. So it's like you have I have a phone, and I obviously use my phone the best way that I can to make things work out for me. And it's like you got the whole world at your fingertips, and you're not doing anything to better yourself or educate yourself or make your life better. I'm not just on my phone just to be on my phone. I'm not just alive just to be alive. Or you have a purpose. It's something you're supposed to be doing. It's something that you're supposed to be focused on. It's something you're supposed to be doing with your mind to create a better reality for yourself. But that's okay. Everybody is not on that time. But when you are not purposeful and you don't do things that are meaningful, then you're possibly leaving yourself to do things that really aren't going to get you anywhere, and you're possibly leaving yourself to just be someone that has no direction. And I understand people who are narcissistic. That's what they do. They just are after attention. But it's just like looking at it from like I guess because of the empathy or whatever, an empathetic standpoint, I guess you could say. And it's like, I understand why they do it, but it's just like, why would you want to do that? Because you're just going to be doing the same thing 5 years from now, 10 years from now. If you're here and you're alive and nothing is changing, what are you living for? What are you doing with your life besides wanting attention from somebody else or wanting to distract someone who's doing something with their mind? And it's like they will try their best to do things to frustrate the person that is focused. And it's like the devil is using them to try to distract you. And it's just something that you have to battle against and fight against and continue to pay attention to yourself and not really worry about them and not focus on them. But I just get up and I remove myself and I just go somewhere else. And I'm going to get done what it is I need to get done. Sometimes you may just have to get up and move away from these individuals, because the more you focus on yourself, it seems like, the harder they're going to work just to try to be weird and try to get your attention and to focus on them. And this could be a child, and this could be an adult. It could even be a child and an adult. He's not looking at a son. You like do something, and this is how you get these people's attention. It's like you're going to teach that to your offspring. Yes, they will. They will teach their offspring that, because it's something that they need to do to feel good about themselves. Instead of working on themselves to feel good about themselves, they do vain, mundane things for temporary senses of a temporary sense of gratification. And you're only going to feel good about this temporarily. Why not do something to make yourself feel good for your whole entire life? Why not do something to make yourself feel good for your whole life, instead of doing something temporary that you could laugh about, kiki about? Oh, he got pissed off, or he's mad. He's mad because he wants to do something with his life and you're trying to get in the way. He's not mad at you necessarily. The person is frustrated that they have to deal with people like you, and all they're trying to do is get things done. But they don't have that mindset. They're not focused on getting things done. They're focused on who they can get attention from, whose energy they can steal, who can they get in the way of, who can they upset or piss off or distract or just do something weird to. And that's the personality that you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone who doesn't care that you have a purpose, that doesn't care that you're trying to get ahead in life, just so you know, so you won't get upset. It's like, okay, this person, this is what I should, unfortunately, this is what I'm going to have to accept from certain people like this. They don't care that I have a purpose. Okay, cool, whatever. They don't care I'm trying to get ahead in life. Okay, rude awakening for me. And you obviously care, but there are going to be people out there that just, they don't care. They don't give a crap. You're going to give me this attention. You're going to give me this energy. You are going to you're going to focus on me. I'm going to make sure that you focus on me. Screw what you have to do. I don't care that you're trying to get something done. I don't care that you're trying to teach yourself something. I don't care. I'm here. I require and demand. Not only do I require, I demand attention from you. And I'm going to make sure you give it to me. Because I'm like, and this is how you know, you're dealing with someone who's soulless. People who have souls don't act like this. You're when someone is like this, you're dealing with a soulless being. They have no soul whatsoever, just soulless. It's nothing telling them that that's not right. You have to be able to maintain a level of patience out here. All right, like you have to be able to maintain a level of patience dealing with folks like this, because they don't care. It's not them. It's not their life. They don't care what you're trying to do with your life. They don't care, and you have to maintain a level of patience, because it's difficult. It's like you'll deal with one person and you'll be like, okay, dealt with that one person. That's it for today. No more weird stuff. All right, there was the one weirdo. I had to deal with that. That's over and done with. No, it could possibly even be another weirdo. It could possibly be another weirdo. They need attention that bad, especially from you, because someone that's working towards being great, your energy is changing constantly. The more you are elevating and the more you are programming yourself for success, and the better you're becoming each and every day, your energy is changing and getting that much better each and every day. You may not notice it, but you may not notice it like other people do. It may be nothing to you. Or you once you feel good about it, or you have like a couple days go by and you may learn something new. But it's like when you're constantly elevating, it may get old to you because it's just like a routine for you. But people can sense the level ups, and it's like they could sense your energy changing and growing and all these things. And you think you may not look at yourself the way other people do because you're not where you want to be, or you haven't made it to your level of success yet. But when they see it, it's like they see where you're going when they see you focused on yourself, and they see where you're going to be when they see you working on yourself. So it's like when you're not paying attention to them and they see all that good things, all those good things about you and all that greatness and all that potential and stuff, it's like they malfunction, they lose it. And because they're not doing it for themselves, or they don't see it in themselves, or they don't have it, it's like they have to stop it. I have to distract you from working on yourself and becoming great because I'm not. I don't understand that. I'm not working on any purpose. Screw you and your purpose. Forget you and your purpose. Screw you and whatever you're trying to do with your life. You're going to pay attention to me and give me that energy so I could go pretend I'm about to go do something, or I could pretend I'm like you, or I could try to take your energy and go do something with it. They hate people who focus on themselves. All right. That's valuable time and energy that they feel they have a right to. They feel they have a right to your time and energy. How dare you use it for yourself? How dare you use your time and your energy to better yourself and move ahead in life? While I'm here, you are not going to succeed in front of me. I'm gonna make sure that I get in the way of that some way, somehow. You're not gonna succeed around me. Not if I have anything to do with it. I got to distract you because your focus is too strong, and it's creating too much power here for me to withstand. That's too much power that you have. I see I see the power on you, but I don't see it on myself. I have to destroy that. I have to break your concentration. I have to do something to throw you off, because I'm not over there doing what you're doing. I'm not over here doing what you're doing. No one's looking at me like that. If it doesn't exist over here, I'm not gonna let it exist in front of me. I feel that that's mine. I'm entitled to that. I feel that I should have that. They feel they have a right to your time, attention, and energy. They feel they have a right to it. So don't be surprised when they do the things that they do. Don't be totally thrown off like, oh my God, someone would do that. Yes, they would. All right, your energy levels are too high. You're becoming too great. You may not see it. Other people will see where you're going before you do. You just think you're that person sitting in the corner trying to get things done. They over there, they looking at you. They picturing the suit. They picturing the car, the house, everything. They picturing you not being there no more. They picturing you moving on with yourself, with your life. They gotta try to stop that right then and there so they could, all right. You're giving them anxiety when you work on yourself and you're focused on yourself. And that's another thing. They do get anxiety when people aren't paying attention to them. And these are just the things you have to accept about the nature of the beast. When you're not focused on them and you are doing your godly duties, the devil gets mad. That's attention that they feel that they should have. They get anxiety when you're working and you're focused and you're not giving them what they require and what they desire, your attention. They feed off of it. It's the air in their lungs. It's the blood in their veins. I may be wrong, but it seems like that's their only purpose. Their only purpose is to see how much attention they could get. That's why they care about vanity, vain things, mundane things, the newest this, the newest that. I got to be seen in this. I got to be seen with that. I got this. I got that. I just put this on. I just paid this much money for it. You're going to see it. You're going to see me in that. You don't have that on. I do. You're going to see me in that. Even if they don't have nothing on, still, you're not going to work on that. You're going to look at me. So this is why you're going to have to really, 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 really focus and ignore certain spirits and certain characters out here. Because, and this is why you don't get into things with people like this, because they don't care. You do care. You have something to live for. They may not. The only thing they may have to live for is somebody looking at them, someone seeing them being recognized and acknowledged. You're going to acknowledge me. I'm here, and you're going to know it. You're going to feel my presence. I feel yours. You're going to feel mine. All right, still focus on yourself. Still make sure you get things done. If you got to go someplace else, go someplace else. Don't waste your time being mad at the devil. All right? If you get upset, that's natural. Make sure you just get back into your creative state, your flow state, your focus state, because you don't want to give them any more time than they deserve. Because if you lose some time over them and get upset and then focus on them and just hem and haw and stay in a state to where it's like, yo, man, this person this person that, you're not going to be able to get done what you came to get done. And they may be jealous of you because they see you doing your thing and they know you getting some things done. It may be the 5th time they saw you. What is he working on? What is he doing over there that's so important? He not even looking up at nobody. Why does someone have to look up at you? Because they require that. They need that. They feel they have a right to that. Like you don't. It's yours. But they'll ignore you in a hot minute. They'll ignore you in a hot minute. Act like you're not even there. So this is what you're dealing with. Why get upset over something like this? Why get bent out of shape over something like this? This is someone to not care about. in a way to where you're upset or frustrated over them. This is someone to not care about that way. All right. They hate people who focus on themselves. All right. That's your time is so valuable. They need it. Your attention is so valuable. They need it. They need you to pay them with it. It's like free money. They feel like they get paid when you look at them. They feel like they just got a check for working a whole entire week. When you give them some time and some unnecessary time and attention. And it's like, it's not even for anything. They're not asking you, and what are you doing? I mean, even if they did, you couldn't tell them anyway because of how they're coming. It's not like they want to better themselves. They unfortunately, moving in that spirit, they would just be being nosy. All right, these spirits are talkative too. They'll try to talk to you while they see you. You'll be dead quiet. As soon as you start to break something up, hey, yo, you got to ignore people, and you got to have the heart to ignore people. All right, you gotta be strong in your focus, man. You got to be strong in your focus because you have a goal, and you only have a certain amount of time. Maybe you're on your break at work and you're trying to get something done, and you may have this coworker. You got to be like, yo, I'm busy. I can't talk right now. You know, you gotta be firm with people. They don't care. They know they're interrupting you. They know they're distracting you. They don't care. What you're doing is more important. Don't worry about feeling bad about anything like that. Oh, well, you have something that you have to get done. You're not trying to work there forever. You use your break as best as you possibly can. Those little 15 minutes, that's a gold rush for you. Them little 15, 25 minutes, I know you be utilizing them little 15, 20. Getting as much done as you can in them little 15, 25 minutes. I know. You got to. All right? It's gonna make you better. You're going to feel better. You're going to end up doing better. Your attention is worth something. Your time is worth something. And you realize that. And that's another thing too. People can tell when a person values themselves because you're going to value your time. You're going to by focusing on yourself. It may seem like you're ignoring other people, but all you're doing is valuing yourself. That's all you're doing. You're valuing yourself. So if you're ignoring other people and they don't like it, it is what it is. You value yourself. And now because you're valuing yourself and paying attention to yourself, you're paying yourself basically when you pay attention to yourself. You're putting time, effort, and energy into you. That's what you're supposed to do, but other people aren't on that. They'd rather try to steal it. And that's why it's called, stealing your energy. They're trying to take money from you in a literal, figurative sense. Your focus is everything because when you want to become something, you're actually doing something with your time. You're not playing around. You don't play around. You're focused. People who want to distract people, they're just playing around. They're like a child. I mean, you expect those things from a child. So when a child may do those things, just, okay, that's a child. All right. But when an adult does those things, or when they have their child do it, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Gotta get on my Busta Rhymes real quick. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not the way, but for some people it is. For you, it's not the way. But see, you have to remember that, and I have to remember that too. Like, we want things to be a certain way, but don't allow them to turn you into a narcissist, because it's like you'll just want to be left. But that's illogical, man. You're not a narcissist just because you want to be left alone and you rather things be a certain way. It's like when you rather things be a certain way and you want to force things on other people, you want to force your way on other people, that's a narcissist. But when you want things to be a certain way just because things are wrong and you know that it's not right how things are going, that's not no narcissist. That's a person, that's a righteous person. That's a person that knows that something's not right and they're thinking right. It's like if I know what's wrong and I want my way to be what's right, then, or if I just want my scratch if it's wrong or right. All right. If I have a way and I want my way to be what's right and I try to force my way onto other people, that's a narcissist. You have to do this my way. It's like, no, I'm too busy focusing on myself. I don't care how you do it. You just I'm just going to make sure it doesn't affect me. So that way I can still get done what I need to do. Because I'm not going to let it take up that much of my time and attention like that. I'm still going to focus on myself. So you're still going to be mad. I may have to get up and move. I may take a deep breath or, feel a little agitated, but I'm not letting them win. And you can't either. You can't let them win. Don't give them anything more than they deserve. How you normally react to things is okay, as long as it's not like a full-blown reaction to them. How you react to something, you're not giving them anything. If it's just like a whatever, or you just like shh and like little stuff like that, you're not giving them anything. Don't focus on them. And how you might used to do. I know how I used to do. Freak out and stuff. Freak out. Freak out. All right, don't freak out, and don't let them see you freak out. All right. And it tires you out. And after you freak out, you realize it's like, I didn't have to do that. Because after you freak out, you still have to get done what you need to get done. You still got to refocus your energy on yourself. And once you start to realize that, like, I don't have to act like that. They may have tried to make me mad, or I may have felt some type of way about it, but I don't have to act like that. I don't have to get totally upset. I don't have to react that way. I don't have to use my energy like that. And I don't have to be controlled by them or let them control me that way. That doesn't have to happen. All right, so that's what we're dealing with. The best thing we could do is accept it. We got to accept that, there are people who don't give a rat's behind that we're focused. There are people who don't give a rat's butt that you have to get things done. There are people who don't give a rat's culo. All right, that you are trying to focus on yourself and better your life. They could care less. Look at where we're at. I'm here, you're here, you here right with me. What makes you better? Nothing makes me better. I'm just making myself better. That's what they don't realize. You're not better. You're making yourself better. Nothing makes you better than them. You're just making yourself better than you. That's all it is. You're making yourself better than you. You're not worried about being better than them. You're not worried about being better than anyone. You are just making yourself better than your own self. You're constant every day in every way. You choose to get better and better. That's what you choose to do. All right. But unfortunately, there are folks out there that hate people who focus on themselves. And it's a game. It's a sport for them to try to distract. It's a game. It's a sport for them to get your attention. All right. They're very vain. All right. They unfortunately appreciate mundane things more than spiritual things or righteous things or knowledge, or wisdom rather. But hey, everybody's on their own walk and their own path. All you can do is wish the best for them. And if a narcissist has a transformation, it's a miracle. All right. And hey, we believe in miracles, right? But focus on yourself regardless. But, just keep your focus. Make sure you get done what you need to get done. Don't let them take up too much of your time. And don't let them upset you to the point to where you got to go take a nap or you got to go meditate. And there's nothing wrong with meditation and things like that. But once you reach a certain level, it's like, I can't keep getting thrown off by stuff like this because I'm never going to have any time to myself to accomplish what I need to get done and achieve my goal. And that's all I'm saying. All right. So hit the like button, hit the share button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. We out. If you watched this video to the end, thank you.